Hey everyone, it is Dr. J here, and we have another episode for you today. Today, we will be talking about exercise prescription, and I'm so excited because this is not your regular prescription that you're used to, a pill prescription. This is an exercise prescription, so I'm glad to be talking to you about this today. But before we start, let me just say that this information is for educational purposes only. So if you have any questions about your health, please consult your primary care physician. All right, let's get started. So frequency is the first part of an exercise prescription. And that just means how often will you perform the exercise? Now, according to the 2018 physical activity guidelines, it recommends that at minimum, you should perform 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity. All right. So when you're thinking about doing an exercise routine, you want to think about, all right, well, how many days a week am I willing to invest in this? Now, back to the physical activity guidelines, you can break that down. Okay. So the 150 minutes, you can do 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or if that's too much, I usually tell my patients who don't really exercise to do 30 for 3. So 30 for 3 just means you're going to perform an exercise 30 minutes, 3 days a week. It's just an easy, simple way to get started, okay? The next part is intensity. And there are various methods of determining how intense you're exercising, but I'm going to make this really simple and tell you about the talk test. All right, so you remember before I said there's moderate intensity and vigorous intensity. So you know that you're performing a moderate intensity exercise by the talk test. So for example, let's say you're talking and you're walking with your girlfriend and you're getting a good sweat, like, hey girl, like, yeah, you're doing a good job, right? And you're able to talk to your girlfriend and you're able to talk in full sentences, meaning that it's not choppy with breaths in between it. But, you know, it is an effort for you to, you are creating an effort for you to breathe, and you do feel your heart rate beating faster from performing the activity. Now, if you are talking, now talk to your girlfriend and you're like, yeah, girl, well, yeah, I see you walking really fast. And all right, now you have breaths in between your words. That's vigorous intensity. So that's just a quick way to know if you're performing at moderate intensity versus vigorous intensity. Now, the next is time. So how long are you going to perform this activity for, right? So if we can go back to 30 for 3, that is a very simple way. Like, I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes to this exercise and that's it. And you can always increase the level of time. And just remember, as a reminder, according to the 2018 physical activity guidelines, you are supposed to work out at minimum 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity or 75 minutes per week of vigorous intensity. And that can be broken down. That amount of time can be broken down throughout the week. All right. And then the next is type. So what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be walking? Are you going to be jogging? Are you going to be dancing? What are you going to do? Right? So this is a easy way to also, before you're working out, to figure out what your FITT is, your frequency, your intensity, your time, and your type. So when you're ready to go, you can already go because you already determined what you're going to do. All right. Well, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you haven't noticed, I get really passionate about talking about exercise. All right. So let me know if you have any questions about exercise, what you want to know. Please let me know in the comments what your questions are, and I'll be so happy to answer. Honestly, this is a joy for me. So thank you so much for listening. If you've been on for this long, I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye.